Hey guys, welcome back to Tropic Wonder. So, in the last episode, we worked on the mythology themed area and we built this custom coaster, which did not go particularly well. But what I did was I went back in, fixed it, made quite a few improvements to it, themed it up a little bit as well. I did that and recorded, and I put it on YouTube as a speed build, which I'll link to as well in case you want to check that out. So that's this area pretty much complete. So the next area that I wanted to get into was the Viking area. It's one of my favourite sets of theming in the whole game. So what I was hoping to do was to begin building up some of the rocks. So I feel like we can get quite a lot of rockery in this area and quite a lot of water as well. Put some nice kind of scenery items down by the water. So we're going to begin with this. I might speed this up in the edit, just so you don't have to sit and watch me spend absolutely ages putting this mountain together. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with the way that that's looking at the moment. What I wanted to do is just kind of get a bit more rough edges to the rocks. Just with it being Viking, I feel like it has to be quite rough looking area. So yeah, I think I'm quite happy with that. So what I want to do now is just reduce just a small amount. Let's go to about here, and then this is where we're going to have, let's go a little bit lower. Going to have a bit of water in here as well, and we're going to kind of push the water underneath the rock a little bit, just to kind of give it that effect that it's coming from somewhere. And then once we've done that, we will just change the ground underneath. So give it this rough rock. Let's bring all that out as well. Kind of bring that round, and then we can dig that underneath. And then we've got the natural water. So I feel like I need this to just be kind of dirty water, essentially, not kind of the nice clean looking water that we've got in some of the other areas of the park. So what I really want to do here is a waterfall, which I've not really successfully been able to do as yet. So if we just kind of build a little bit of a break in the wall, and then if we go up here and kind of put what could essentially be a bit of a stream. I'm hoping this works. So the water should be able to be contained in here. So I think what we need to do is just drop that down a little bit so there's a bit of a lip for the water to be contained in. See how high it'll let me go. Okay, that's fine. And then we just need to go into the scenery and into the effects, which I think, so in create custom, water, and then find the waterfall. So we want the waterfall top to begin with. Waterfall top 10 meters. Let's have a look at what that looks like. yeah, so if you stood down here, that looks like a waterfall to me. Definitely doesn't look like the best waterfall or the most realistic waterfall I've ever seen. I think the water's actually coming down at some kind of angle. But I think if you don't look at it for too long, that's okay. I'm quite happy with that. So we basically just got this nice kind of water area that we want to put a few bits of scenery in here. So I'm going to do a search for Viking with 1V and go into the blueprints. And now we should be able to start grabbing some of the Viking buildings. There's some here that I've seen that are just by the water. So some of them are pirates, but they use the Viking themed. Let's have a look at how we could get away with that. Yeah, that could be Viking. How high up do we need to have this? Let's put it here at the end. Yeah, cool. Yeah, that's awesome. I think the boat is floating, but apart from that, pretty happy with that. So we need to just make sure that we've got this whole boat selected. Now we're going to just move that down. It might be cool actually if we just get a couple of these. Just kind of have that. Yeah, that's awesome. I like that a lot. So if we just get a few more of these kind of pieces. So like I said, some of them are pirate. I've taken quite a lot of these things from the workshop, which, you know, there's some really cool things on there that people are creating. If we use some of these, I think we can possibly get away with these also being Viking and not just pirate. Oh, okay, so that's what happened there. Right, so awesome. Just gonna grab a couple of rocks. And I think they're temperate that we want to use in this area, so if we just switch that and that on, we should be able to just kind of, as if they've raised it up just by putting some rocks underneath it. It's the kind of thing that I would expect to see. Nothing's perfect. Yeah, lovely. So we've just got a few little pieces of scenery there. We'll keep going with this. If we go down to the bottom, we might see some of the more kind of default Viking items. So I'm just going to go into here as well, just make sure that we've got Viking theme selected, just to try and remove some of this. This one. I did make a Viking inspired food court earlier today myself. I haven't recorded it, but I kind of just built it when I had a bit of spare time. It is on the workshop as well. I'll share the code for that as well on screen in case anyone wants to take a look. This is a cool little piece. Whether or not it fits here, I'm not quite sure. It's just kind of a facade, isn't it? I think we'll put it down for now, and we'll see where we can fit that later. So again, that's another pirate theme, pirate themed. So there's quite a lot of pirate themed things that I've taken from the workshop, considering I actually want Viking, which was the default intended behavior for this, you know, for these items, these scenery pieces. So I think if we just go into the facilities, we might just take a look in here and see what we've got. so that's the staff building. So we do have like shells and things like that. So if we start kind of using some of these, just dot them about. What's this? That's a staff facilities. We don't necessarily need those. Let's have a look. Yeah, this is the kind of stuff that we're looking for. So that's staff facilities again, but it can also just be a piece of scenery. Just something that's just there. Something to look at. So we've got the toilets here, which have got palm trees on them, which I'm not a massive fan of. So I'll just remove the palm trees because we're going to be using more of the temperate style trees and foliage for this. That can stay. So what we need to do really is get some kind of pathing around here. So if we start off up here, let's get some piratey looking paths. So we'll go for the rustic path, and we're going to just bring this over. Okay, that's not what I intended. If we start to bring this down here now, in fact what I would like is actually to just bring that back a little bit more, and then just start the stairs a little bit earlier. Just have a nice staircase that goes down. No, let's try that again. We want stairs as opposed to just a ramp. Ah, beautiful. Okay, cool. So let's get the path going down. We'll figure that out from here. So I think what we'll probably just do is line this with trees, which I'm going to use the brush for, just for simplicity, because there's so much space to cover. And we'll get some of the scenery pieces in as well, just around there. We might have to just create a few pieces instead of using pre-built blueprints, because there doesn't seem to be that much there. I seem to remember there being a lot more than that. Maybe I'm just looking in the wrong place. So we're just going to get a bunch of trees up here. Oh, this one's dropped down. Okay, cool. Again, we want all these kind of individual areas to be separated and kind of look as natural as possible for each individual theme. So if we just start working a path around, we can kind of figure out from there what we're going to do. So let's kind of weave this around and get it to a point where we're joining it up with the shops. In fact, if we go into this first and just put a shop in there, just to make sure that it hooks up properly. So we'll do Cosmic Cow. We're not too fussy about this at this point. Okay, obviously it's not going to allow me to open it until we put the path in. So we're going to weave this around and get it to a nice point where, well, maybe we'll fix this, maybe we won't, because the pathing can be really awkward, and it's more effort than is required, really, in my opinion. Yeah, so let's just weave this around and we'll figure it out from there. It's obviously it's not perfect. We can do something with this, maybe put a coaster in the middle here. That could be quite cool. I'm just going to put a set of rails to the stairs. Start it about here and just make sure nobody's falling down the stairs. Awesome. So let's go and have a look at the Viking individual pieces. So I know there's quite a lot. I know there's plenty that we can do. we can either build some kind of structure entrance to this, or maybe we just do something simple. And let's switch that off so that this just stands up as it's supposed to. Okay, so it doesn't actually want to stand up. That's unusual, isn't that a fence? Oh, it's a wall decoration. Okay, fair enough. So we want fences. And we will use this one. Okay, let's go a bit further back because we're starting this area about... Yeah, so we're starting it here, aren't we? Essentially. Oh, I always forget you need to do the auto select unless you're in a building. Okay, so we're going to group that so that we can easily move this about. Let's copy and then rotate. And then we'll do the same again. So we're just going to... Oh, we've forgotten to do duplicate. No idea where this is going to bring us to now. Okay, it's not too bad. So we'll just keep going until we hit the mountain. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, cool. And then we'll do the same on the other side as well. So this one might take a little bit more finessing. There's not a lot of room to work with here, so I'll just start that there and then just bring it all the way over. I will remove the sand as well from this and just have this entire area in grass and rock. Let's get rid of some of these trees from outside the area. Oh, I've done it again. I'm going to duplicate. Come on. It can be quite fiddly, as I'm pretty sure you're aware if you've played this game for any length of time. Okay, so I'm going to end that there and maybe just kind of angle this down a little bit so it looks like it's kind of going into the ground a little bit. And just drop it. Yeah, that's cool. Awesome, so basically this is the whole Viking area. I'm just going to take a look and see if there's any kind of centerpiece that we can put here. So if there's like an archway or something like that. Right, I always forget where the archways are. Are they here? Here we go. So yeah, that's not going to work either. So we just want to create something basically. Does this gate open? Oh, gate does open. That's pretty cool. But I guess it's just going to continuously open and close, isn't it? It's not exactly ideal to what we need. Right, how big can this go? Oh, okay. That could work. Yeah. just think of, I need to angle snap this to 45, and then we'll just bring this back up. I feel like I just want that pattern at the bottom as opposed to the top. And then we'll do the same, we'll move this across. Might need to just come out a tiny bit more. Right, stop this madness. Bring it out just, I've done it again. Wow, why does that keep happening? I just want to select this one and move it. Okay, that's worked. And duplicate and bring over, and hopefully we'll have some joy with this now. So I'm going to have a look at some kind of big plank of wood, or actually something. Oh no, I've done it again. Viking, some kind of huge thing that we can put some kind of flag over, or anything like that. Really, I guess these types of things could actually do the trick perfectly. Yeah, a couple of those could work. That's pretty cool. So that's basically saying, yeah, so this is the Viking area. There's absolutely no mistake in that. We'll put another one on the other side. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Okay, so let's get some rocks. Oh, before we do that, I'm just going to make sure that we've got some grass in here instead of the sand. Might just get a little bit that kind of sneaks across. So I quite like this long grass as well. It's I'm going to use this, so it kind of looks a little bit wild, a bit more wild than it would with the short grass. Yeah, so now back to the rocks. Try and make this look nice and natural. May end up moving some of these if I decide that we're going to use put some shops and scenery pieces in, as opposed to just the kind of the natural stuff at some point. That could be a way of disguising the fact that that looks absolutely hideous over there. So let's have a look at the temperate trees. Let's get rid of that first. Start putting some custom trees in. Oh, that didn't go into the ground at all. I was expecting that to be a lot bigger. Oh, it's tiny. Lovely. Okay, so we can get some of these little cute things in and just put these around. We need something bigger than that. There we go. And just have a look at the bushes as well. Let's try and fill in some of the small areas with these as well. I know there's some quite large ones that we can use, so that's quite nice. Let's have a look at that. And yeah, we've got these nice little flowers. Just just going to switch this on, try and get some people down here, see how it looks. Oh. Wow, that's a nice looking thing. Some more of these just to fill in little bits of nothingness that don't look particularly great. Some rocks here might be quite nice actually, just in this space. Let's get a few natural looking layout. Oh, that's just a bit too big. Yeah, a little bit smaller than that. Rotate some of these as well. Right, so something to fill in these bits. And then we've nearly finished with this area. So yeah, we've got the toilets, so they're open, cool. We need some benches, don't we? We need some benches and bins. So let's remove the filter and get some of these. Do we like these? No, I think we'll have these. Let's get these dotted about. We want quite a lot here for people to sit and look over at the really bad waterfall, but it's a waterfall nonetheless. And then let's just get some bins. Okay, so I mentioned earlier that I built a Viking Food Court area just earlier today, so we're going to use that. So it's kind of gone into my list here, and I've no idea where it is. So please bear with me while I find it. I think I named it Food Court. Here we go. Yeah. So, oh, there's bits missing from that actually. Okay, so that's not ideal. Okay, yeah, so there's quite a few pieces missing there. Obviously, there's a couple of pillars that should be holding this up, and because there are so many shops and facilities in here, I am just going to. Oh, it's not letting me do that. Okay, so it's there's obviously an issue with the pathing. Okay, yeah, so this hasn't brought the actual. No, scrap that. It hasn't brought the whole thing in. When I saved it to the workshop. In fact, if I go into the workshop, I might be able to just get the most up-to-date version. Yeah, so it should have all of this with the trees and the rocks and everything, but I'm not really sure how I download it from there or how I use it from there. Can I subscribe to my own? Let's have a look. It's really weird. So by searching Viking Food Court, I'll more than likely find things that other people have created that are way better than mine. Here we go. Subscribe. And yeah, that's. I don't know why I've had to go all the way into there to do this. Viking food in facilities. And I believe it's this one. No, it's not that one. It's this. No. Okay. I am struggling to figure out why that's not working. It doesn't matter. Let's just crack on. We'll just add some different things in. So let's have a look at this. What's this? Information booth. Nope. A toilet block that's not yet a toilet block. Okay, we'll put that over here. I'll put it right up against there, and then we'll just grab a facility. Cool. Okay, so don't need to do that. If we just grab that, we'll just duplicate that and use that in a couple of different spots, and then maybe another one just at the entrance. Maybe two. Yeah. Cool. Okay, so let's have a look at some of the rides then. So we obviously want Viking themed flat rides, and we'll use the boat. So that's pretty cool. We want the boat to be over here. Yeah, we'll put that over there. Just remove some of these. Oh, not that one. Okay, instead of deleting that one, we'll just move that one downwards just so it can look like it's helping to support. And then any of these that look like they're going to get in the way of the actual ride itself we'll remove, but the rest we'll keep. That's pretty cool. I like that. So we're just going to do a simple path out, and for the path in, we'll just have something interesting to do, something interesting to look at. Okay, it's a bit strange, but yeah, that's cool. No, I don't like the way it goes down. Oh, okay, what's going on there then? Sometimes the movement controls on this are a bit awkward as well. So I'm just gonna go and delete a couple of these pieces. I feel like going down and then coming back up is a little bit awkward, so I think if we just keep this straight. That goes upwards, doesn't it? Yeah, okay, so I feel like we did need to do something. Yeah, it's a bit awkward looking, but we'll live with it. I think it's okay. I'm just going to grab a couple of trees. I think we'll just use this for now. Hopefully we don't get too much overcrowding. Well, it looks like we're not getting anything. Let's up the intensity and try and get something in there. No? Okay, cool. So we'll just grab some scenery pieces. We'll dot them about in this area. Stop typing in that box, please. Okay, so these are the old classic pieces that you'll just see everywhere. And then obviously we're down by the sea, so well, down by a lake at least. We're going to see some of these cogs lying around that have been just left. Let's get one of these. I'll get one that's just laid down on the floor. That's cool. Get some of these boxes. Oh, come on. There we go. Some bags. Yeah, so it's just a case of putting a load of things together that kind of look like they go. Doesn't necessarily need to make a great deal of sense, I don't think, as long as the pieces kind of look like they belong in the area that you've put them, at least. So we're just going to allow some of these pieces to look like they've just kind of been left as they were working on building the platforms. Let's put some stairs out. I like these pieces. That has absolutely no place there whatsoever, but I like it, so we're going to use it. I'm going to put a couple of boats as well. And yeah, let's just keep this thing going. I like these actually. I don't use these very often, but they can be quite cool. And there's quite a lot of variety and choice that we can use as well. So if we just have a look, I'm just gonna dot them about, because why not? Where can we use this piece? Let's put it on this palette. Yeah, that's cool. We'll use this one. I like this one with the grass, the moss on top. Let's get, where's that rock wall? I've just seen it. Let's use this actually. Put a few of these out. Yeah, a couple of these. For absolutely no reason. Why is that tree there? And where's that rock wall gone? Oh, is it down at the... No, it's not down at the bottom. No. We'll find it. Oh, these pieces. I like these pieces. They don't really make much sense on the ground here, but we're going to use them. I think they just add to the whole kind of theme. Actually, they do make sense. They're little huts, aren't they? Yeah, I was thinking they were like chimneys for a building, but actually this one could sit on top of there, couldn't it? That's quite cool. Yeah, this is the kind of thing I was looking for. Just little bits that we can use. Where, let's put... Does that work there? No, it does not. Does that work there? Oh, yeah, I like that. Okay, enough of that. Oh, here we go, here's the wall. Yeah, I like this wall. Okay, so he is... Oh, this is the wall. Yeah, that was just a roof trim piece. One of my favourite walls, this in the game. It can be used in quite a few of the themes. So I'm not being particularly careful with how this is placed. It's just a rock wall at the end of the day. It doesn't need to be perfect. Let's get some trees in. Trees always make these places look nice, don't they? Let's go back in, make sure that we're in temperate. And then, yeah, these are cool. We'll have some trees in the queue area, haven't we? I'm always fooled by just how small those trees are when I try and place them. I like these pink ones. Just add a little bit of extra to the scenery. It's lovely. Let's get just dotted around there. Let's have a look at this one. Does that look like it works? Probably not. That's quite cool. I like that one. Wow. Okay, that's a nice tree. We'll use that as well. Where can we put you? If I put you there, can people see that piece? Yeah, okay, that's nice. Yeah, a bit of variety to the colour of the trees. Let's get some more rocks and some bushes. Okay, we don't want anything perfect. We just want it to look as natural as possible, really. Obviously, it's not. Okay, it's starting to look quite nice. Like I said, just doesn't need to be perfect. I think that's where I've always kind of got hung up on these games, is spending too much time trying to make things look perfect. There's some creators out there that make some absolutely stunning things, and it used to kind of overwhelm me a little bit and make me think, there's no point me playing this because these people are a lot better at it than I am. But at the end of the day, just enjoy yourself. Just do what you can do. You know, you might look at this and think, wow, what this guy's doing is absolutely terrible. But you know what? It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I'm having fun. Hopefully you're enjoying watching. And yeah, I mean, it's just all about enjoying yourself, isn't it? It's just creating things, and you've got so much freedom to do so with this game that anyone can have a go and just see what they can come up with. Okay, cool. So what I might do here, just get a little bit of water. Just a tiny little kind of pond bit, just in here, and then I think what I need to just go back around that there, kind of taking the ground away from under these, and then see how this looks with a bit of water. Oh, okay. Wow, actually no, just no. Definitely no. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. So we might just paint that as well, just to maybe some shrubs. Let's have a look at that. Okay. Bring that Yeah. Oh no. Just want to group these things together and then rotate it, just bring it in a little bit so it's all kind of facing the same way. Take it down a tiny bit as well, and then this one can just come over here. Yeah, that's cool. Let's get some more rocks just in. Let's get some quite big rocks in here if we can. I'm going to draw the line at some of these enormous ones, but yeah, that's quite a good size. Let's turn align to surface back on so we get some different rotation. That looks really weird. Let's try turning that off just for a second. Let's put it back on, see how it looks. Yeah, let's get some rocks in there. I can't get enough of using the rocks in this game. I just can't describe just how cool they are just enough. That looks incredible. And then let's just get some very small, what can we use here? Oh, some of these things, yeah, let's get some of these things in. That's a bit bigger than I was hoping for, but we'll make it work. Let's get some animals growing on the trees a little bit. This is the kind of thing that we were looking for. Can we get a bigger one? Ah, lovely. Perfect. Let's get some of them dotted about as well. That's quite cool. Yeah, that's a really nice, cute little area. I think this one does just need to come in. I feel like it doesn't quite fit, doesn't feel like it belongs, so I'm just going to bring it, we'll rotate it a tiny bit more. There we go, that's really cool. Just a nice little area. I'm going to move this one down as well, and this one. Yeah, very cool. Cool. So let's continue with the Viking thing. I think we've added one ride, and we need to add more than that. So let's have a look at the themed Helter Skelter. That's quite cool. I'm going to put this up here. And obviously remove. Oh, that one can. No, it's right in front of the exit, so it can't stay. Yeah, that's all right. Let's just move the terrain up ever so slightly just to meet, and then just kind of. There we go. Brilliant. And we're going to just go into here and customize the path, and then we're going to have that come straight down with railings. And then the queue path. Do we get big queues for this type of ride? I think instead of having people queue in on a ramp, if we do steps, we going to get enough there? Oh, that's not right at all. Right, let's try that again. So we don't want people queuing for long periods of time on a steep ramp. So let's try the steps again. That's nice. No, that's too far. Come on, Mike. Okay, that's fine. Cool, so we've got another ride. Let's just adjust some of this terrain here. Let's get some more rock theming going in, and then we'll go back in here and just grab some. This is where we can finally use some of the bigger rocks, because it feels like it actually makes sense here. I'm sorry, but that tree needs to go. So I just want to kind of make this feel like it's on a bit of a natural rocky section. So hopefully we can achieve that by just adding these in. I'm almost happy with this. Probably just need a few more in here as well. There we go, some small things. Yeah. A couple of trees. That one works quite nicely in there. And then of course we're going to get a couple of little things growing through the rocks, as you always do. Yeah, awesome. Let's get another one going. Viking Mecca, Pirate, that's Pirate, we don't want that. Viking Skybeam, now we're talking, okay, that's a sweet ride. So obviously we need a bit of clearance for this one. So where is the front? Is that supposed to be the front with the... No, I think we'll, people want to see the ride, don't they? So if we put that about... Let's say that's here in the trees. And obviously we need to clear the area for the ride to swing. Do we have enough space? I think we do. I think we're okay there, aren't we? Yeah, pretty cool. Okay, awesome. So again, we're just going to raise the terrain just here. Just to me, it looks like whoever's created this has already kind of put the rocks in mind on the edges. So let's just get this all the way around. Make it feel like it's not just plonked on some platform. And then we can, once we've got to a certain point, just raise it up and around. Lovely. Very cool. Okay. Again, path. Just want to update that path to be the same as we've got elsewhere. And let's get the exit path in. Same as we had before. Hopefully we can get some stairs in. Yeah, that's great. That's worked out really nicely. And then just get this. I feel like this will be quite a popular ride, so I'm going to give this plenty of space to go. So that's stairs, yeah. Very cool. Awesome. So that's another ride, and I'm quite happy with that. I'm going to leave these kind of entrance and exit areas just for some of the rides. I think, did that tree come with... Yeah, I think it did, didn't it? Just want to make sure that we... that one certainly didn't, did it? No, it didn't. Okay. Yeah, let's get rid of the ones that are just burying themselves in the actual ride, which is absolutely crazy. Same again for this one here. Just get you out of the way just to make sure we've got plenty of clearance. That's cool. I think for this it'd be nice just to have some kind of walls that go up to the sides of this, unless we just raise... oh no, not that. Raise the terrain up a little bit, because I don't want it to feel too much like it's just up on legs, basically. So we're gonna just create this bit of a platform that comes out. Yeah, that's fine. I like that. So we've got quite a few rides in here now. I did see actually in the coasters there's an amazing piece that I think someone has created from the workshop. Which one was it? I think it was this one. I don't know if it's going to fit. No, wow. No, it is not going to fit. It's absolutely enormous and it's beautiful. I'm just wondering if we can somehow use this thing, but probably not. There's no way going to be enough room. This was actually one of the workshop pieces. Another one that I worked on a few days ago, just a Viking wooden roller coaster. But again, it's just too big for the space that I've got. So I think I'm probably just going to have to go for something quite conservative in here. Maybe a wooden coaster. So if we just go in here and choose which one's wooden, there we go. Just something quite simple, nothing crazy. Let's have a look. So we've got cannot invert for all ages, and then we've got, yeah, so it's this type of thing that we want really. Are we going to have enough room for it? So I'm going to raise it up, and let's just see where we go with this thing. No, we don't want that yet. Oh, hang on. We need this on the actual, what do we call them? The drive tyres. We need them on the drive tyres, because otherwise it's not going to go anywhere, is it? Okay. Now we're going to go up. Okay. Is that high enough? Are we going to get a decent ride out? Oh wow, it is actually quite high. Okay. Right, let's go. Let's see what we can do. So, again, nothing too crazy. We'll give it a little bit of turn, maybe about here. Oh no, I think that's going to be too much, isn't it? There's only one way to find out, right? Okay, so I'm concerned as to why that's not... Why is that not removed? Why is that not removed? All that it has there? Has it? Is it? Yeah, so obviously there's enough room there for people to get around without being decapitated, apparently. I'm not so sure myself. No, let's go a little bit steeper with that. Because we haven't got a lot of room to work with. We need to be conscious of you know, conscious of the size of the roller coaster and how big we're going with it. Okay, so I'm thinking at the moment that is going to kill people. I'm not so sure that that's going to be a good idea at all. But we're going to test it in a minute. We'll see how it goes. We're going quite deep with this, and then we're going to come back up. Hopefully, nope. Maybe a little bit longer up there. Yeah, that's cool. It's just, considering I said there's not a lot of room, I've sure managed to place a big roller coaster in. But whether it actually successfully runs is another matter. Okay, so I'm going to have that finished now. That is one hell of a wild ride. And we're just going to test it and see how this thing looks. I don't for 1 second think that this is actually going to be rideable. But we're going to give it a go. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we've got a lot of fear. We've got plenty of nausea. But we've also got quite a lot of excitement. So that's... Oh, this is a cool bit. I like this. Okay, so it's getting round. It's obviously going fast enough. So that's a good start. I think what we'll do is just work on some of the corners. Just kind of smooth them out a little bit. But other than that, I think this is working pretty nicely. Quite happy. First time as well, so it's got round first time without me having to make any changes. I'm definitely getting better at this coaster building. Okay, let's see how this test has gone. Okay, so people are terrified. People aren't having a lot of fun. Okay. Maybe I'm not getting better at this coaster building, but we can always figure this thing out. So I think this doesn't exactly help. This terrifying start to the ride. So I think let's have a look at how we might be able to smooth this out at least. And then if we kind of come over here, start here, and bring this round, smooth this out. Are we getting a nice smooth turn there? I think we are. So this bit here is okay. And then we just need to check and make sure that we're getting a nice smooth turn here. Again here, this looks a bit janky as we go around this part. That's better. And then if we do the same just here. Okay. And I think from there on we're okay, aren't we? Because we're basically just finishing it off here. So I think that the main part of this that's absolutely horrifying is this. And I definitely feel like we can improve it. Let's just get this test running again. So I'm just going to speed it up, get this test running, see if it makes it round, which I think it will, because there's plenty of speed. It's actually quite a fun looking ride, you know. I'd be quite happy with that myself. So people don't like it. It's absolutely horrifying. It exceeds G-force limits. Okay, so we need to figure this out. So it's this part here, I think. So let's stop the test and go back in, edit this. We just want to fix this. I just don't feel like this whole part is necessary at all. So let's just have this go down at some kind of normal incline. The only concern I've got with doing it like this is that it may not have enough speed. I feel like it had loads of speed, but mainly because of that insane start. So we're just gonna, let's go back into construction mode and so we're gonna turn this guy around, not that way, this way. Are we gonna crash? Yeah, we are. Okay, so let's bring that back. Go out a bit further. Maybe, is that going to be, that might just be a bit too much as well. It's quite the bend that, isn't it? Okay, so now we're talking, that's a little better. So we should be able to finish that there, and then we'll just kind of straighten out this jank and this bit here. I don't like the look of this bit. I think that's going to hurt people as well. So we'll smooth that out as much as we can, and let's have another go at this, and off we go. I feel like we're going to get a little better result with this, but I still can't see it being amazing. So this is quite cool. And we've got a bit of a bend at the bottom. I'm not too happy about, but yeah, no, we're okay with that. It's a bit janky there. Needs straightening. So we're making it round. Get rid of those trees and rocks. Still making it round. Oh, we slowed right down. Okay. I'm not sure if we're going to make it. Come on. Pick up that speed. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna make it. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I'm quite happy with that. Let's have a look. We should get much lower fear, much lower nausea. I'd ride this absolutely every day of the week. That's actually quite mild. Oh, I mean, come on. We're not... we've got a lot of fear still. Not a lot of enjoyment. I'm quite surprised by that, actually. But you know what? We're going to open this thing. We're going to get people on it, and we're going to let people do the talking. Right, let's... How do we get... There we go. Place entrance and place exit. Nothing too fancy with this. I'm not going to put any kind of facade around it. I'll do that later if I feel the need to. This is an awkward one, actually. Not too sure where to go with this one. So let's try something different. Let's just go here, go around. Can we go under there, perhaps? Yeah, probably, but... Whoa. That's a strange staircase, but okay. I will live with it. And this one might be even more awkward, actually. No, we'll go the other way. Oh, we don't want that. I find it quite awkward sometimes to figure out when it's going to start going underneath. It's not always obvious. If anyone's got any, again with this, if anyone's got any tips, I know there's something to do with these lines here, but quite often I will mess that up quite a lot. Okay, so we're going to turn it, we're going to open it up, get people going, see how people enjoy it. I am going to just start putting a little bit of foliage in, some trees and rocks and things as well, just to fill in this area. It's looking quite plain. Obviously we don't want anything encroaching on the ride itself, but I think we should be okay. Got plenty of space here to work with. Obviously, as soon as I say that, the very first thing that I do is get something right over the track. It's just perfect. Let's go. I think we're okay there. Get some more in there, and then we're just going to have a look at some of these rocks. Just, why is that put a tree in? Okay, so let's get rid of that rock. And I noticed before that we had some here. Oh, it's quite a few. Yeah, that's, oh no. That's going to cause some accidents, isn't it? And that tree there right in the middle of it. Okay, cool. I think something that looks pretty cool actually is, I like the idea of having this come right over. Let's get the intensity turned right up. Let's get this thing going. Get rid of you and pull this thing right round. Okay, maybe not that much. Maybe not that much. Okay, that's fine. Probably needs to go down from there as well. There we go. Lovely. Yes, excellent. Very cool. Right, I like that. That works. And then for this bit here, wow, what is going on there? That's absolutely horrendous. We're just going to raise this. Yeah, there we go. And then we're just going to get some rocks, because we like the rocks in this house. I want people to feel like it's danger as they come through this, and in actual reality it does look dangerous. Whoa, that's a big rock. Okay, yeah, I like that rock actually. Nothing too crazy. Let's. Okay, I've seen one rock there that I'm not a massive fan of. I think this one just needs to be knocked back a little bit. And yeah, that's cool. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, quite happy with that. Let's have a look at the queue. And of course nobody wants to ride it. People might do, people might get brave, who knows. We'll see how it goes. A couple of rocks in here as well, I think. I believe the scenery rating all kind of goes to the rider's enjoyment of every ride. So if you've got bits of scenery, regardless of how good your ride is, people might still ride it. I think that's right. Please let me know if that is completely wrong, because it could be. Okay, that align to surface is great a lot of the time, but it's also an absolute nightmare a lot of the time. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good with that. That's okay. Okay, since we last recorded, I figured out why my Viking Food Court wasn't coming through properly. So I've updated the the workshop item, and I'm just going to grab it and place it down somewhere. I may have to make space now that I've added this roller coaster, because it was going to go in here. In fact, we might still get away with putting it underneath the coaster. So let's just see if we can get this to fit somewhere. So I'm going to try and get it to about, let's have a look. I'm going to put it down here. We'll take a look at how this looks in a second. So obviously some of these rocks that come with it are going to have to go, but we now have let's change the path type on that. Okay, no, we don't want that one, we want this one. There we go. And then we'll just do another, we'll use the stamp tool just to kind of build out a little bit more there. Okay, I'm going to remove that just because it looks like it's encroaching slightly, and then we're going to remove, just going to move this bench to here, get rid of this, and then we can kind of figure out moving some of this. So we'll just move that inwards a little bit. So I don't mind some of these rocks coming out into the path, it's fine. People can figure it out for themselves, walk around them. Oh, keep deleting that. Let's come out of that item and grab that. Okay, cool. So that's not too bad. I'm quite happy with that. So we just need to make sure now that this isn't going to be causing too much of a problem with the roller coaster. Let's just get rid of these trees that we placed as well just earlier on, and then you should be able to start to kind of see this food court that I created. Yeah, I mean this isn't great. If we can figure out some way of removing that, it would be wonderful. I feel like there's just too much going on there. Yeah, that's quite cool actually. So we've got access to it from both sides. I feel like the sizing of that's worked out absolutely perfectly. So I think if we can just, I don't know, if we can get rid of some of the supports of this, oh, that's absolutely lovely. I'm really happy with that. So we're just going to go into this, open up all of the toilets that are in there. No, sorry, that's a changing room, isn't it? We don't want that. No, the shops. I'm just wondering why that changing room's not open actually now. It's got me thinking. Cool, so they're all open now. And we've got this lovely little Viking Food Court, which I'm very happy with. And then if we go round here, we've got this little walkway just under here, and then we've got some toilets in there as well for the guests. So yeah, that is on the workshop, and I'll post the share code. I'll put it in the comments, and I'll also put it up on the screen as well in case you want to use that. It comes with the pathing and everything now, whereas it didn't before. So that's cool. So yeah, that's the end of this video. I will fix this off screen, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much. If you do like this, please do consider leaving a like on the video and subscribing to the channel. It'd be very much appreciated. Bye bye.